So for today's video, we're going back to a more active time in Qaadir's life where he was actually actively doing auditions and stuff like that. I think he was auditioning for a Broadway show, and this is the experience he had with someone that was auditioning with him. Today we have this mask, purifying oatmeal and avocado and oatmeal clay mask. Right, so I'm interested to see what that'll be like. All is well. Welcome to By the Craze We Rice. Let's rice. Let's go. Okay, so we got thick deer in the house. Yes.
You don't understand what it's like for a mother. Okay, this bitch up here hollering like Aretha Franklin. This ain't the goddamn chorus line, bitch.
Dance blind, the lyrics are blind and on time. The tea is me.
So I went on an audition recently, okay?
That's not something Qaadir could say today.
And when I got there was a Shirley Caesar reincarnate sitting beside me after I signed in. And I really knew up front that she was fixing to be a problem because I could see it all over her goddamn face, you know, through her clown makeup. So when they called me, as luck would have it, they called Miss Caesar as well. So I'm just like, bitch, this is the last thing I need is to be auditioning with this bitch that I can already sense off her cheap polyester pantsuit is going to try it. When we got up in there was a nice...
Look at this. It's giving more avocado than oatmeal. So it has a greenish sort of colour. If you look, it's like, just trying to open it up as good as possible. Look, it's green. It's all green on the inside. Well, this is gonna be fun. I'm excited to put this on.
Nice little white lady. She explained to us that she was going to give us a few scenes and she wanted us to just, you know, take the information and run with it. The first scene that she gave us was I was a mob boss that had retired from the business. And I took my earnings and I decided that I was going to open up a nice little mom and pop shop, spaghetti, pizza, whatever it was that I wanted to do. And she was my mother, right? And she was concerned that I was still in the business and she was supposed to question me with regards to that. So as soon as she said scene, bitch, you have to see it to damn believe it. She just carried, and I knew she would. This bitch said scene, and right away she was like, hey.
It's so funny Qaadir talking about a woman carrying and doing the most. Like he's not of that same like ilk or whatever. One thing about Qaadir as well is that like he tries for stuff, but he's not invested. Like, yeah, I know he did some Broadway when he was out in LA. They flew him to New York for a bit. But when did he ever take Broadway seriously as a career? He just randomly did this audition. Like, same thing with so many other things he did. Like, he doesn't take it, he doesn't invest, like, choose one thing, you know. He just does a little bit of everything. And I guess it's all entertainment, but he doesn't put real effort and real, like, practice into any of it, you know. Yet he has so much to say about everyone else.
This bitch is not asking you from the Hellion Jackson revivals, bitch, up here singing Negro spirituals. Okay, this bitch up here singing old Negro spirituals, bitch. That is not what the scene was asking for, boo. Okay? She up here hollering, hooping and hollering. Like, what's wrong with this bitch? Girl, what are you doing? Every time I would say something, I would be like, but my... Oh, Jesus Christ, no, Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
You know what? See, because this bitch is trying. I felt like if I jump in front of this bitch and start tap dancing, okay, bitch, like Charlie Chaplin, then I would look crazy right along with her dumb ass. And so I looked at the casting director. I'm just looking at her like, is this bitch for real? She can't be because she's up here doing the motherfucking moves. And every time I try to speak, this bitch want to over motherfucking talk me. Now, I'll be wrong if I just walked her upside her head and just...
Always violence. Always violence.
Walked out the door and went home. Because, bitch, I'm not going to sit up here and play with you. Okay? So the second scene that we had with Miss Caesar was, okay, we're at a wedding. She's getting married and she's having second thoughts. So I have to go to her and talk with her to see why she's having second thoughts and try to convince her not to have second thoughts. So by the time the scene started, well, here we are back in Medea's kitchen, okay? You know, with this bitch up here overacting. So the scene starts up, and I'm like, are you ready? You know, everyone's waiting downstairs. What's going on? And once again, here come the waterworks, and she's hooping and hollering.
Oh, Jesus. I just don't know if I can do this. Because I'm looking at my dress. There's a little bit of ketchup and a little bit of mustard. And I just can't go out like that.
And I'm looking at this bitch like, well, if that's the biggest concern what you're having, it's called salt and soda water, bitch. We can get that right on out. We have our guests waiting downstairs. Let's bounce, right? And here she comes talking about,
I feel good.
And I'm up here looking like, for real? Like, seriously?
She sounds like a good time. Qaadir just can't have fun. He could not have fun. He could not embrace anything. So yeah.
Because, bitch, I didn't know this was the chorus line. But I digress. Long story short, we had another scene, and I can't remember what exactly the scene was, but needless to say, she overacted and was carrying for that as well. Once we left the building...
Yeah, I think he's just mad that she went and she did what she needed to done. You know, okay, she gave what needed to be given, what needed to be gave. You probably weren't doing a great job. Okay? And you're taking it out on her. I feel like with all these story times now, it's like you can listen to what he's saying and then what he's really saying, you know? Why he's really, like, calling out all these people for being so bad and so awful. It's all just projections. It's all just insecurities.
She gotta come up to me, Miss Shirley Caesar. She comes up to me, she's like,
I gotta say that you are amazingly talented, and by golly, I just couldn't believe how amazing you really were.
and I'm looking at this bitch like...
That sounds so fake. No shade.
I mean, it's surprising that you were able to pull any of that from my performance, seeing as though I did not actually perform. The fact...
Yeah, he said it. He didn't perform. So Qaadir went there probably like, I'm going to steal the show. And he didn't steal the show, so he was pissed off, yeah. So that's probably what happened.
And, you can get
and this woman probably did nothing wrong, but he's just taking it all out on her.
all that out of me saying 2 words is astounding, okay? But thank you so much, Pumpkin. I got to bounce, okay? I got to go, because I'm done with this whole experience, okay? I'm not going to sit here and do the nutcracker with this bitch, okay? Because that's just not what this is. And my thing is, I wanted to do...
Never committing to anything, never willing to do anything. You can't even do the nutcracker with someone who maybe you find them slightly annoying. You're not built for this shit. You're not built for it.
But unfortunately, they did not see what I can do because this bitch wanted to give Big Mama's house. So maybe if they come around again, I'll audition for them again and see if I get it. And if they don't pair me with Shirley Caesar again, okay, instead of in this cheap-ass Hillary Clinton pantsuit. And you know she thought she was sharp as hell for her cheap-ass polyester blazer, bitch. Having said all that...
Okay.
That we're going to close the show like we do...
Okay. Oh, Qaadir's embracing his roots. Look at his top. He has, that's giving, he's got his people on his top. Just... I see you, Latino Prince, I see you.
Every show, via the Blanche, the best will always come through. And as always, until next time, baby. That's all there is. Bye.
Down to blind, delivery sublime and on time! Why would it just end like that? Why would it just end? I was getting my life. Oh, Qaadir. Making something out of nothing. What's new? But he really has no discipline. He has no people skills. I mean, this mask looks great. I'm gonna wash it off. This is probably my favourite. I'm actually working on something. It's something Qaadir said he would do. But instead he gave us a distorted... a mess, but I'm actually gonna do it. I'm working on it right now. It's gonna come out soon, and it's my birthday soon, so I have one more video on this channel, and then I'm actually done. So I'm gonna tease that, but you're going to get what Qaadir never gave you. I'll say that much. Until next time, goodbye. Thank you very much, and we continue to rise, baby. Thank you. I'll see you next time, which will be the last time.